Back to the Damar Hamlin thing real quick.
Oh, yeah.
As a player, I wanted to know do you think he'll play again, first of all? And do you think he should play again?
Here's the things in the way of that. One, the pandering. Are the Buffalo Bills really going to say, hey, here's a contract for you in spirit? Like, are they going to support that? They're going to say that, I think, in pandering. Like, you got to say, here's another opportunity for you. But then behind closed doors, are you rooting for that to work out? Do you want that liability? Or are you just going to say, hey, insure them, and then we'll just deal with it? But that's a hell of a bad PR hit if something happens to him again, correct? Right. Why'd you let him go back and stuff? So there's no winning in that situation, really. I don't see it unless you just give him the opportunity and you take that risk. Okay, that's one from the Buffalo Bills' perspective. Two, from his perspective, dog, you saw the white light, and then you came back. Do you want to do anything that could put you in that position again? Oh, you trust the doctors. The doctors say, hey, this was a freak accident. It won't happen again. Yeah, right. I don't believe that. So if I'm him, I'm like, do I even want to do that? And now he's in this different lane where if he properly navigates, he can use his image, his likeness. He can use what his experience was and the near-death experience and make money. I mean, he made, what, $10 million in 2 days off of that. So I know it's his childhood dream and it shouldn't be cut short, but that's a roll of the dice to go out there again and potentially put yourself in that level of harm's way. You died. You didn't nearly die. You died and came back to life, they said.
That's insane.
And so
on the field.
On the field. So if it were me, I would tap out just because I know that
his family's probably begging him to tap out, no?
Yeah, it's just football's a means to an end. So if this is not the end, let's get to the next step.
Yeah.
You know?
I got to play. Got to play a couple years, right? Like, what, 2-3 years?
Yeah, I would say there's so many things that I'm not 100% sold on even what I'm feeling.
Of course.
It's just like I would have kids. I would have family. I have my wife. I'm thinking of all that. Yeah. And then I'm going out there to play again. And every time I play, they're not thinking about how good I am. They're thinking about how bad it can be. They're thinking about what can happen. And they're still stuck in that trauma. So I know I would be a little bit in that trauma too, as much as I try to turn the next page.
Would you also be – do you think that he would be back out on the field with, trepidations about like, running up to make a hit and being like, oof, like a little hesitant?
Oh, yeah. Look, when guys come off of Achilles injuries, ACL injuries, which are major, they struggle to find their sixth gear again. The sixth gear is the mindless gear, the Bruce Lee glow, like you're not even thinking, And when you just go out there and you trust yourself without thinking about it, all instinct, right? But when you come off an injury, you're always checking on your injury while you're trying to get back to who you were. So every time you step, you're like, oh, is my knee okay? Oh, that was good. Oh, cool. Oh, that was a crazy play. Get up. Knee fine? Oh, yeah. Sit down on the bench. Oh, knee okay? Okay, good. Somebody runs up to you and accidentally hits it. Knee okay? Okay, good. And that's when you see a player, you're like Klay Thompson comes to mind. Like, the last couple of years, you're like, Klay's coming back, but he's not there yet because he doesn't trust his sixth gear. Even though physically he may be the same. Mentally, your mind responds to trauma. That's what the pain signals are. So even if you don't feel physical pain, you still got emotional pain. And your body's like, dog, I'm good. And your mind's like, yeah, okay, for how long? And it's mind over matter. It's mind over body. So imagine someone with an ACL struggling, Achilles struggling. What is somebody who just died going to do when they get back on the field?
Shit.
I just don't know what that is, and I'm not going to really bet on it.